Hey guys, Jordan here, and today I have a tutorial for you on how to get the best settings basically for open broadcaster software. And as you can see here, just for the purposes of this tutorial, I have a, I don't know what to call it now, what's it called? An example scene, there we go. My mind just completely goes blank. Like, I have it all planned out before I did the tutorial, but then my mind just goes blank and it all goes wrong. Anyway, yes, I have an example scene set up here with a game capture, a webcam and some texts and stuff like that, but that's not really important for this bit. If you want a tutorial on how to set up scenes, then be sure to let me know in the comments. This is more focused on the settings. So I'm just going to scroll through the settings I use. These are the settings that I've found to give me the best stream quality possible when streaming to services such as Hitbox TV, Twitch TV or Justin TV. So in general, just leave everything default. Obviously you can change the notification icons and stuff like that should you wish. And then for video encoding, you want to set your encoder to X264 and you want to use CBR on there and CBR padding, and then you want to set your max bitrate to 3500 kilobits a second. Just leave your audio encoding to AAC with 128 bitrate at 48 kilohertz in stereo. Next, moving on to your broadcast settings, you obviously need to choose your stream service provider. So at the moment I'm using Hitbox TV. You can choose to use whichever one you want really, just put it in, put your stream key in. You can find that on your account dashboard. And then I just leave all of this blank. It's got the replay buffer there, which is a new feature they've added, which allows like recording backwards, so it all constantly records, then you hit to record the buffer and it records the past however many seconds you have it set to. I don't use that, so I just have that left as default. Depending on how much jitter your internet has on your speed test and sort of things like that, you may want to choose minimize network impact. But if you're on Ethernet, you're pretty much fine. It's only really if you're over wireless and you're using pretty bad internet really. And then you want to go to your video tab. So I have a 1080p monitor, so I have my base resolution at 1080p, which is 16:9. I run it off my dedicated graphics card that I use, and then I use a resolution downscale to 720p, which is a resolution downscale of 1.5 times. And then in terms of filter, I just use bilinear because at 720p at the stream settings that you're going to be live viewing at, you can't really tell the difference between bilinear and Lanczos or bicubic. It's just use bilinear because it's less load on your CPU. Changing them just increases load on your CPU for a negligible difference in the end result really. In terms of FPS, I have mine set to 60 because I mostly stream first person shooter games if I'm streaming games, and 60 FPS just allows for a lot better looking motion and in turn a lot better looking video. For audio, this will obviously be slightly dependent on what you're using, so I have a mic boost of 4 to match my desktop audio because my desktop audio is quite loud whereas my mic comes out quite quiet. You just have to sort of tinker around with these and play around with them. And then I use a mic sync offset of 0 because I use a Blue Snowball microphone which has about 200 millisecond. No, I think it's like a 50, this is very small delay, it's like 50 milliseconds or something like that. And I also use a webcam that has about a 50 millisecond delay on it, so therefore if I leave my mic offset to 0, my webcam video and my microphone audio sync up perfectly, which means that's fine. But obviously if you're using different things you may need to change that. With hotkeys, I don't actually use any hotkeys because I just leave my microphone constantly on. I don't use push to talk to do that, but you can obviously just bind it by clicking and typing in the hotkeys that you want. I'm just going to clear them because I don't use them. And then obviously you can set ones for starting streams and stopping streams. Over to advanced, I use multi-threaded optimizations because obviously I have if you have more than one core, using multi-threaded optimization just means that it sort of offsets the load a bit over multiple cores a bit better and improves your performance. You end up getting less drop frames and everything like that, which is always good. Leave my process priority class at normal because Oh, flip it, what have I done? There we go. Because if I set any higher, it has the potential, I haven't seen it happen, but it has the potential to make the game lag slightly, and I'd rather drop like 1 or 2 frames than have my game lag. That's just me, really. And then I have disable encoding while previewing set to off, and that's because whilst previewing it actually gives you a good chance to actually check to see whether your your settings and your computer is capable of handling it, because if you hit preview, you're not actually streaming it, you play the game and you see how many drop frames you're getting, and if you're getting none, then you're fine. For the X264 preset, I have mine set to faster because I have the processor power to actually do that. It does lead to better image quality. You're better off bumping up the preset before you bump up the bitrate to improve quality, because 3500 kilobits is the recommended streaming rate for most streaming services, because that's what the majority of people watching your streams will have as a download speed. Like, that's a safe bet that everyone will be able to watch your streams at that. Obviously, when you do get like Twitch partnered or Hitbox partnered and you get transcoding on your channel, then you can start uploading at a higher data rate should your network be able to support that, but I just leave it as standard 3500 kilobits, just because that's what I want everyone to be able to watch my stream if possible. I just have set my X264 preset up to faster just because it works better. Encoding profile, you want that to be set to main to ensure the best compatibility with all streaming services, and set your keyframe interval to 2 seconds. This is especially important if you're streaming with Twitch, because they tend to get a bit iffy if you do not have it set to 0 and they say you have bad stream configuration quality and stuff like that. So just set it to 2. If you put it on auto, it defaults to some really weird like 4.1 or something like that, but I just have mine set to 2. You want to use CFR, and then that's pretty much it. Quick sync encoder you don't need to bother with because you're not using a quick sync encoder, and microphone noise gate you just want to use if you have a microphone with a lot of background noise. I'm quite lucky in that my blue snowball does not have much background noise, so it works really quite well for that. But yeah, that's pretty much a look at the settings I've found on OBS that work best for me with streaming to services such as Twitch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate and comment, and goodbye.